Today at Mustang Project, we're going to show you how to install the brand new MP-0509-H13 LED Headlamp Kit for the 05 through 09 Mustang. Now your kit will come with two headlight lamps. This headlight lamp, as we explained in one of our other videos, comes complete with the current controller and a high and low beam lamp with a 3000 lumen output. This lamp will produce a much whiter light than your old incandescent lamps. It'll appear to be brighter. You'll be able to see road signs better. Just as importantly, it'll also reduce the current draw from your alternator substantially. It installs into the existing lamp housing on your 05 through 09 Mustang. You see it's a very high quality construction. Important here is the built-in sub-reflectors, so that in the lamp you get the maximum output. These LEDs are actually arrays of LEDs. There are dozens of LEDs packed together in an integrated array to produce a really high light output. It has a massive heat sink here, which fits easily in the 05 through 09 Mustang without any problems. Again, this is the H13 type of lamp, which simply twists in to replace your old lamp. Then your connector plugs into your existing connector. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how this kit goes into your Mustang, and then we're going to do a road test later on, show you the performance. It's a really great lamp. We love it. We sold a lot of them and people are really enjoying it. So now we'll go do the installation. Okay, we're going to install our lamp. We're out here at the car. We have our lamp ready. We're going to do this on both sides of the car. If you open the hood up, you'll see, and it's difficult to photograph, that right behind the headlamp, where you would expect it, is your headlamp connector, right here. A little bit difficult to see, but you can see it right there. So it's simply a twist. You rotate clockwise to disengage it. And we'll disengage it now. Now we've removed the old lamp. When you disengage the lamp, you'll feel these ears back there. Now the lamp is in rather tightly. If you've never replaced the lamp on your headlamps, it might be kind of stuck. Just spray a little WD-40 in there before you try to loosen it, and it'll come out more easily. So now we've removed the lamp from the back of the housing, and we simply want to remove the lamp from the socket. We'll plug our new LED lamp in the same socket. Now, what you'll want to do to remove the lamp from the socket is you'll want to put something under this little tab. This little tab is a locking mechanism. So the best way to do it, we think, is to put a screwdriver under there just to push it up towards this flat part, and then use another screwdriver to sort of wedge the lamp out. Once you unlatch it, it comes right out. Alright? And this is the connector. This is the H13 connector, which will mate up to your new kit. Alright, now we're simply going to install our new LED headlamp by plugging it into the existing socket. You'll notice there's a little tooth on the LED lamp. That should correspond to the snap mechanism on your socket. So what you'll want to do is carefully align those. The little snap mechanism is somewhat fragile on the old on the 05 through 09 Mustangs. However, it does work if you're careful with it. It works fine. If you do happen to break it, that's not a big problem. The housing will still plug in the lamp will still plug in properly. You'll just have to use a tie wrap or something to secure it. So push this together hard so that this snaps in. We'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. So we've pushed the connectors together, and you can see this is what it looks like. Now, in your kit, you'll provide with an extra tie wrap to secure those two together more solidly. We don't think Ford has a particularly great design here. We include the tie wrap to avoid these pieces from unraveling. It wouldn't really matter whether you had an LED lamp or an incandescent lamp. This style of connector is not super reliable, although it seals itself very well. We always provide these tie wraps so that you can put that on there for an extra bit of security. So we've connected it together. We've put on our kit supplied tie wrap just to make sure that those won't vibrate loose. We've got our lamp, and we simply insert it back into the housing where the old lamp came from and twist counterclockwise as you're facing the car to secure it. One thing to note is the kit will come with a included red gasket. There is a gasket already on the car. You'll need to remove that gasket so that you can utilize the gasket. You don't want to have two gaskets because it'll be very difficult to install the lamp. So we're going to reach in and remove the old gasket. The old gasket is identical to the new one. We just reach in and peel it right out. The new one is in place. Now we just insert the lamp, rotate counterclockwise as you're facing the car. So now we've installed the LED headlamps on both sides of the car. The kit comes complete with both sides, comes complete with the extra tie wraps, and you can see the very nice, very white light. It's extremely bright. This is in high beam mode. Of course, the lamp works in both high and low beam modes. On this particular Mustang, we've installed both our super ultra bright front turn signal lamps and the LED headlamps. So this particular car, every single lamp on the outside of the car is LED. You can actually feel the engine unload because of the lower current LED lamps. The alternator spins more easily, so when you're sitting there and idle, you can feel it. You can feel that there's more power, there's less dragging on the car, especially with a V6. Now backing up a little bit from the car, we can see the brightness of the lights and how nice and white they are. We're going to do some outside nighttime testing and some road testing next. Remember, that's the MP-0509-H13 LED Headlamp Kit. You see it on our website. And now we'll do some road testing. Okay, now we're going to compare the two lamps. On the left side of the screen we have the LED lamp. It's a little difficult to tell because of the brightness is so high, but it's significantly brighter on this side, and the light is much whiter. Much whiter. This is with the high beams on. On the right side, this is the old incandescent type lamp. You can see as it's projected onto the ground ahead that the white light on the right in this case is much brighter on the ground and on the car in front than the left side, which is very yellow. So we're going to do a test drive in a little while with both lamps converted to the LEDs. This gives you an idea of how incredibly bright they are, much brighter than the incandescents. From the inside of the car we can see that on the right hand side we have the very bright white LED lamp, and this is in low beam mode. On the left hand side you see the very yellow and dimmer standard incandescent lamps. So by all appearances the LED lamps are far brighter than the incandescent, and most importantly they produce a cleaner white light. Now we're switching to high beam, and you can see the whiteness on the road in front of us. You can also see the reflection. We're going to drive around a little bit. Remember, in this test we have one lamp is LED, and that's on the right hand side of the car. Just to show you, try to show some of the contrast, which is difficult to do. If we go down this road just a little bit, we'll be able to see the whiteness of the light in front of us on the right hand side, whether it's yellow and much dimmer on the left hand side. Okay, right up ahead we can see the outline of a small fence. That fence is reflecting the white light much better than it is the yellow light on the left hand side of the car. Here's a test where we've driven up facing a glass window. It's a good reflector at night. We can see on high beam mode the very yellow light on the left hand side. And we'll drive a little bit closer. You can see, of course, the beam patterns are pretty much identical, and that's because the reflector is the same on both sides. This is low beam. You can really see a substantial difference in brightness, low beam versus high beam. Now we're going to switch to both LEDs on both sides.